Okay, I know I said I wouldn't change the tactic, but we have to. Hello everybody, welcome back to our Moneyball series with Barnsley. As I look at the league table, I didn't realise how bad it was, and it was bad. It's been awful. Look, I mean, look at that. Like, there's no excuse for that, right? The worst thing about it, the reason why I knew I had to change tactic, after the City game, I did a squad team talk, right? Encouragement, things looking good, and Stoke City at home. Nice, easy game to like get off to a nice little win and go on a run, right? You'd think. 2-0 up in 10 minutes, as you can see here. 2-0 up in 10 minutes. Lost 4-2. I got angry and increasingly angry at all these, and there's been a couple of changes in the squads. I sold the players first before I changed the tactic. So Messley is gone, get out, useless. In the game, obviously not in real life, Messley. I think you're good to keep in real life, actually, I quite like you, but not in the game, I'm afraid. You in this particular version of this particular save, just no, it was awful. Like, I don't understand why he was so bad, but he was. A couple of lads I sold as well. Like, he was really good for last season. I just can't work out why he's so bad. This season, he's gone, but I mean, let's face it, he's gone to a Bundesliga 2 team, right? He's gone to the German Championship from us. I made a profit on him, which is good. So that's nice. Yeah, that's the first thing to note is there's been a couple of transfers. Second thing to note is that's not the only ones. Vinagre's been sold. He's going to be gone for 11.25 million in a few days. Mario Felipe I've sold as well, 34.5 million. We sold something for 14. That's a really good profit. I could have got more. Fulham offered me 45 straight up for him, and he turned down. So that's the best I could get from him after, which is okay. I mean, I don't need the transfer money right this second, as you can see. We're doing all right for that. So I was going to take those someone, and 9 as well can get out the club as well. Right, so 4-3-3. Now, this 4-3-3 is a little bit like a hybrid. It reminded me a little bit of like Mourinho's Chelsea. It looks a little bit like that, the way it plays, and also that sort of is the best comp. I mean, it's not. I mean, you wouldn't say that they're wingbacks or like complete wingbacks, etc. But which way do you see it in the match engine? That's always what I say. Forget what it's tactical. Let's see how it looks in the match engine. It's a little bit like that, and a little bit like Manchester City under Mancini in the FA Cup winning year. So when they were trying to like become like a better side, they were but like a top side challenging for trophies. And maybe they weren't quite there yet in terms of, like, I don't know, mentality of the players. They had like loads of good players. Like, yeah, sorry, David Silva, Balotelli, Tevez, but they had them in quite a pragmatic and almost defensive shape. And then we're trying to let the attacking players flourish in the final third. But it was quite like a structured defensive setup. Those two teams are sort of what this sort of comes out as, I would say. And yeah, like that front three, I'm thinking more like Chelsea. And yeah, maybe like the build up and stuff is more like City and the Mancini. That's more like Chelsea as you get further the pitch. And it's, I don't know, it's a bit of both really. I would say. I don't know if I need him on sweeper support, but I don't know why I've had that, to be honest. But I'm not going to change it to begin with. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, so yes, this is the tactic we're going to go with for a little bit. It's a Moneyball tactic from my save on Twitch as well. So we're actually importing it the other way around this time, which is going to be interesting. So I mean, it works pretty well for me. It's flawed as are all tactics, I suppose. Everything has a flaw to it. We'll see how this goes. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go, but we need it to do something for us because like this has been like just awful. So I have to change it. I resigned for that to have to change it. Fair enough. I accept all your criticisms for the tactic in the previous one, which wasn't working. It should work, but it just wasn't. Was it? So I mean, like, there's no reason for us to be here. I just hope we haven't left it too late to change it, but we'll see. Right, so this FA Cup game against Liverpool is quite important. We're going to go to our new tactic immediately and just hope for the best, really. But someone else is going to play on the left. The reason why as well I want to change this, it sort of allows us to play Eli and somebody else creative in the same team, and it sort of makes Howson's job slightly easier. I think it gets the best out of our players, especially in midfields. And in this tactic, the fullbacks can be slightly underperform. We can still do well, which is we need that. And the thing is, I think the wingers should be okay in this tactic, but we'll see. Like, it should improve the midfield. It should make the fullbacks be more effective, even if they play just as bad. So that's two massive positives. I think there's like a net neutral for the wingers, and the striker should be a slight positive as well. So let's see how we get on in this one. Both these players are out. So yeah, the squad's all excited. They've got a few players coming in. Ross is going to play again. He played awful in the one game I let him play. Conceded 4 goals against Brighton. So We'll see if you're bang up to date. We'll go through players we're going to sign in a second. Oh, sorry, yeah, Jesus Vasquez. So, yeah, sorry, I completely forgot to mention. We signed Jesus Vasquez to replace Vinagre. We're selling Vinagre for 11.25. We're buying Vasquez for 15. Pretty good business, in my opinion. Vasquez is 4 years younger, playing in the Premier League. Apparently, he's a better player, so jobs are good. And in fact, I'm pretty sure... that's all right, just leave it at that. So, yeah, let's move on to this game. Hopefully, we can do well in this one. Assistant manager says I've also signed Christian Speakman as our new assistant manager. He says, God, I'm not sure you've got what it takes. Okay, nice one. And we are underway, lads. I'm so frustrated with this team right now. Unbelievable. Yeah, so this tactic, there's going to be a lot less chances created for both teams now is how it's going to work. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays, but the game will be completely different. Instead of both, there we go, we're in already. Blatovic, change of tactic, goal, 1 of Barnsley, come on, boys. There we go. That's much better. Good start. Thing is, we will get like a new tactic boost where other teams haven't seen us play this tactic yet. So AI teams are not going to be ready for this at all, which will be interesting to see how we get on here. But you know, the different type of chance created for the striker when he scores straight away. I always say that in my Twitch streams. It's all about chance creation and chance type of creation. That's what results in your players being able to score, not a lot. And you need to try and find what type of chances your forward players need to be able to score, which sounds, I suppose, a bit logical if it was real life. But I think in FM, it's like really, really important. And throws it into the midfield. They're going to play it around. They're going to. We almost got that actually. Salah's got it. Plays it back to Trent. Any pressure on him early? Can you stop him? Head it away. Yes. Go on, Video on the counter attack. Here we go. Oh, he's beating him. Plays him in. Blatovic. Whip it in far post, lad. Far post. There it is. Oh, not Dos Santos heading from there. I don't know why Dos Santos always does that. Whenever it comes to him in that kind of area, he always tries to head it at goal and tries to like shoot. He never scores them, obviously. Free kick for Barnsley. Eli whips it in far post. Blatovic, and he's hit the beams on toes and it's offside anyway. Another highlight from a throw in again here. Liverpool have it. But like a 1-2's played in. Can we stop this and clear it? No, they're going to shoot from there. They do us over though. No danger. No danger. Yeah, we'll say things go up, but okay, will be even better. Dos Santos was playing absolutely rubbish again. So, by the way, after that loss to, I think it was all of them, Brighton, Leeds, and the other one in the middle. It was Stoke, all of those. I offered to sell every single forward player in my squad. Every single one of them was offered out to clubs to see what sort of offer we could get for them. That's how much I'm done with them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm absolutely done with some of these idiots. Right, I think for the left wing here, let's put Gabriel on the left, see how that goes. Vasquez is a little tired, so let's put Burgos in at the left back. Tiger's playing rubbish. He shouldn't really be playing that bad in this tactic. This should suit him really well. So let's take him out of the house and I guess more aggressive, and let's put Aguero in at CDM. We'll have a highlight here. Like back, can we get the pressure on? Early doors, no, they're going to hopefully kick this long. Oh, they do. Surely it's got to be ours. Oh, what is he doing? What is Wisdom Army done? They still have it. We're back in our defensive shape, but this could be a chance. Keeper saves it. Come on, boys. The highlight continues here. Wisdom Army has it. He whacks it down the pitch, and all of a sudden, we've actually got a threat on the counter. Fadida, play it across. Oh, he scored! Change of tactics, all it needed. In that sort of ball is the kind of thing where Army wins that in the previous tactic. He doesn't know where to go with it, and I don't know what would happen, but it wouldn't have been like that. And that's a great finish, different type of chance to create. And that is 2-0 to Barnsley. Don't forget, I've currently got a CDM who's not very good at CDM. I've got a right winger at left wing who can't play there at all. We've got our backup left back in. Like, we haven't exactly got our strongest team, which is a good sign for the tactic early on. Again, it is the first game. I mean, so they're not used to it. It's a hat trick. The striker who hasn't scored in like 15 games has just scored 3. He did score 1 in the last game actually when we were going 4-2-4, and the game was over because we were 4-1 down. But he scored like 3 important goals. That's crazy. What a difference that makes. What's a little bit frustrating is you start to think already, don't you? I'm sure you're thinking it. How many players have we let go that looked quite good because of the tactic and actually might perform in this tactic? Let's not worry about that. Let's not worry about that right now. We've got a lot of money to spend. We're doing all right. I'm going to say well done. That was special. Yeah. Right, this is going to be a slightly longer episode than like a normal like 2-game kind of one, because what we're going to do now is look at some of the players we're going to sign. So like left back is already sorted. But the reason I signed Vasquez, by the way, because he wasn't on our list before, I didn't just go and sign a player's name. I did look at the stats for left backs and for goalkeepers. For goalkeepers, I actually went to every individual league and started looking at them and use stats that way. So that's how they ended up coming in. Where's our players in? Right, so this is our dilemma. I want to bring in Jose, because I think he's they've got it as an A now. I think he's going to be a top level right back for us. So he's going to come in. He could be on the wing as well, because I'm actually quite happy with Ndai. So I don't know. He fits the Moneyball system. He looks world class. I'm going to have to bring him in now. And it would mean that my current backup right back, probably, which is, or is it Aguirre, I would try and sell him. I try to sell him, nobody wants him. So end of the season, we'll sell him, and he'll pay back for the money we're going to get our new right back in. So I think that gives us 2 top level right backs going forward, which is good. Right, goalkeeper. This keeper looks amazing. On the side, he's going to cost us a lot of money from United. The scouts love him. I have got reports going out on him right now, like scouts that are looking at him. We'll see. Could be a really good goalkeeper. But there are other goalkeepers I was looking at. The only one that's most likely to be signed is, I got out my shortlist, Alvaro Fernandez, who also seems to be quite decent. I'm not entirely sure which one to go with, really, because it's a lot less money. I wanted Koval, who scored really highly on the stats I was looking at, but Leicester won't sell him for anything, apparently. So there won't be a scout any of the goalkeepers. We'll see what it comes back with. The other one was this one. Sorry. Kubo. Now, Kubo, you think 28 years old, Jack, 6 caps for the Czech Republic. What are you on about? We only loaded the league up last year, right? So although he's 28, he's only been in the game for 1 year. If he's been in the game for 1 year and he's their first choice goalkeeper, he's probably not bad at all. They don't rate him highly. I reckon he's probably pretty good. So he is one that I want, to be honest. Finances currently looking slightly better than they were. Transfer budget's massive at the moment because the amount of players we just sold for like loads of money. 200 grand a week of wages, but there's also a few players leaving. So Vinagre's leaving, Felipe is leaving. Felipe's on blank for there is 50 grand a week. Sorry, I missed that for a second. 50 grand a week. Vinagre's on 59, and Name's on 20. So Eli's going nowhere. I'm keeping Eli. Original plan though, when I sold all those players in, it was partially in anger, but it was also deserved. The idea was to try and reinvest the money into players to fit into the previous tactic. Now we're in this tactic. He's definitely attacking players. I need to scout for more attacking players. That's for definite. I really like Alvaro Fernandez, but they wanted loads of money for him. But he's still an option I might look at as like getting into world-class left-backs. So I don't know. I do want him. He looks really good, but right now they're saying no. Look at that squad now. If I use Ponte as centre mid as well, we've got 1, I'd say 2. We've got 3 centre mids there. Properly, I'd say we've only got 3 ones there. So you probably need at least 1. I mean, you obviously in a proper squad you want at least 2 more there, probably. But I just want 1 would be fine, I reckon. Especially when we're not in Europe, you know. So we'll bring in 1 more, I think, centre mids as well. I'll have to go back through and look. Probably do some more scouting through the season, because there isn't really anybody that I'm proper set on when I tried to look through a second ago, and more attacking players. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have do a bit of a Moneyball summer transfer window in the January year. So I'm gonna do that now between these 2 matches. But I'll see you in a few days to Tottenham game. I'll show you any players that I see if they're like top level. But I'll see you in a second. Anyway, okay, welcome back. All you've missed is that we've signed officially Jose now. So we've got a first choice left back, a first choice right back, or a really good backup, which we're going to look at, and a first choice goalkeeper. So a lot of money spent there, but all worth it. Good value for money across the boards with players that fit our stats. Those players, right, Felipe still hasn't left yet. Our back balance is getting a little bit into the reds, but let's not worry about that for now. Right, Tom, let's see how we get on with this tactic in a second game. I'm a bit concerned about centre mid now, like, if I'm honest. Sounds ridiculous. I mean, Ponte can go in centre mid. Like, Busaga should be a good enough like starting level player, but he was so poor in that first game. He's got to do better in this one. But let's see how we get on anyway. Assistant manager says, pick up where he left off. Good. I like this assistant manager. I'm more consistent with his team talks by the looks of it. No highlights in 20 minutes. And this can happen. Look at the tactic here, the difference it's making. 1 shot each 25 minutes. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of difference it makes when playing this tactic. It's a lot more conservative, a lot more defensive. It takes a lot more chances out of the game, which can be a positive or a negative depending on so many factors, players you've got, type of the position of playing. Stage where like we play this away from home, played the 43 at home, something like that it could be. But we lost at home as well with that tactic. So yeah, this will definitely like make us compete with better sides a lot more this tactic, but it'll also mean that we drag ourselves down to the level of teams below us. That's the problem playing this kind of football, right? Like Tottenham at 18th right now, by the way. Or Tottenham are not a good side. But because of the tactic, it's going to just basically make both teams get a lot closer together, which works well in one way, but not so good the other. And the striker, Balatovic, yet again scoring a 1-on-1. Gets in there, boys, come on. He scored 4 goals in 2 games against 2 decent sides. Wow, they're 18th Tottenham. But do you know what I mean? That's just such a difference. Dada's going to come off and put Batata to the right-hand side as the corner's in. I was at the post, I think. Wow. The corner was sitting far post, Sammy again, and it's going to be nothing. Yeah, Dos Santos playing absolutely rubbish again. I'm going to take it off and put on, I think, Gabriel on the left-hand side again. Did all right the last time. That was the next change. Vázquez gets it, beats his man, plays it to Eli. Eli across. Oh, it's just calamitous. And Tottenham escape. That's not the end of the highlight though. Sankhar's at Feeney, who's playing... By the way, I should have told you the team. Feeney have decided to put CDM, so put then Amin Sankar. So because Sankar has to play in this team. Like, he's way too good to leave out. And Santos shoots, keeper saves it. So one way to do it is to play Feeney as the anchor man. In this tactic, it's easy to play Feeney as that sort of like holding role. So that helps us out in that sense. Gets all 3 in the same team. Otherwise, before, I was going to have to start playing probably Sankar as like a winger or something, which doesn't quite fit, but this fits really well. I expect us to be absolutely solid defensively, this team, as it currently is. You've got a solid right back, who hopefully gets a bit quicker as the seasons go on. You've got 2 quick, really good defenders. You've got a quick left back that's good going forwards, and a solid centre back that's just about good enough playing with the ball at his feet to play CDM. So I think all around that gives you a really good balance defensively, and it's just what then can you get the attacking players to suit that? Which I don't know the answer to that. I do, but sure the answer is no. Then Batata probably be okay as a striker in this system, but not as a winger. Same as Gabriel, really. There is our Batata. This right hand side is going to dribble down there. He's going to have to hook this cross in eventually, I think. Plays into Busaiga, who shoots. Oh, and he scored! Yes! He scores. Finds him make it 2, and finally Busaiga plays well. Gives him a bit of breathing space. I was getting concerned about him in the team after his last performance in this role. But he's done all right here. He's managed to get the goal, and that's going to end the game, you'd have thought. And it's good news for us. Good win for us. So I'm going to play Vázquez the whole 90 minutes. He came off the last game because he was tired, so I don't want to get the habit of just having to play 70 minutes. Last change. I'm going to put Batata up front, I think. And let's bring on our new signing, Jose, on the right wing. He can play there. Pretty well as well. He's accomplished there. Free kick late on for Tottenham. Saved by the keeper, yes. It's nice having a keeper that doesn't look like they was in every time. There were a few games during the season where I just thought that Messi could have done better. And then in that bad run that I had off camera, there's a couple of times where we'd be doing okay, and the first goal that we're going against would be like a terrible goalkeeping mistake, and his rating would drop as well. I wonder what his average rating was when he left, actually. Let's see him quickly. I bet it was a lot lower than you'd think. 7.07, so I'm pretty sure it was higher than that, and it dropped loads before he left. He's played 1 game for them and done shite for them as well. He's got his last 5 games. That includes just 1, I think, for him. Yeah, he was really poor for us, though. I can see it myself, can't I? If I just go 7.1, 6.3, 6.9, 6.3, 6.6. Do you know what I mean? 6.7, 6.8, 6.8, 6.8, 6.6. He was really bad for quite a long time. So, I look at this. Definitely name you. Not sure to what. Definitely nickname coming from him, though. But looks like a potential good signing there. Right, so that is going to do the episode. So you're up to date, new tactic, new players. Terrible December. We're in the cup. We have Brighton. I'm not going to come back for the game, I don't think. It's quite soon, or should we? I don't know, actually. I'll have a think about it. We'll either come back for Brighton and Burnley, because then you're just going to see me play a few more games off camera and come back so you're sort of up to date with it, or I'll come back for the 5th round if we get through. I'm thinking of just skipping the 4th and going to the 5th round, but we'll see. If I go back 5th round, and again, that's probably what I'm going to do, but we'll see. Anyway, that is the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.